As of the end of 2009, less than 12 million Americans worked in manufacturing. And none of this happened by accident. This is the globalist program to bring the United States to its knees. We fund the world government. We provide the military. The globalists provide the staged terror attacks to get us to go along with it while we're being shut down in the process. Number 12, the United States today, consumption accounts for 70% of gross domestic product. Of the 70%, over half is spent on services. Continuing, number 13, the United States has lost a whopping 32% of its manufacturing jobs since the year 2000. Number 14, the United States in 2001 ranked 4th in the world in per capita broadband internet use. Today it ranks 15th. We're just Stone Age compared to many. 15, manufacturing employment in the U.S. computer industry is actually lower in 2010 than it was in 1975. 16, printed circuit boards are used in tens of thousands of different products. Asia now produces 84% of them. 17, the United States spends approximately $3.90 on Chinese goods for every $1 that Chinese spend on goods from the United States. That's usually raw material as well. 18, one prominent economist is projecting the Chinese economy will be 3 times larger than the U.S. economy by the year 2040. Number 19, the U.S. Census Bureau says 43.6 million Americans are now living in poverty, and that number are also on food stamps. And it just goes on and on. Now, look at this health care information. And we've read the legislation that's now law. This is accurate. From the Examiner. Obamacare won't decrease health costs for the government. According to Medicare actuary, it will increase costs. The same is likely to happen for privately funded insurance. Health-funded insurance. And, of course, the insurance companies wrote it. Of course it will give them more money. As written, the Obamacare covers elective abortions, contrary to Obama's promise that it wouldn't. You got to pay for abortions now. That means tax dollars will go for it, kind of like Travis County passing abortions with the hospital district taxes my office has to pay into, pays to kill babies. Obamacare won't allow employers or most small businesses to keep the coverage they have. It will force you to buy overpriced insurance. And it talks about the numbers of employees that will have to be let go. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to pay for all this. Obamacare will increase insurance premiums in some places. It already has. Insurers suddenly forced to cover clients' children under age 26 have massively increased premiums. Obamacare will force seasonal employers, especially ski and amusement park industries, to pay huge fines, cut hours, or lay off employees. Obamacare forces states to guarantee not only payment, but also treatment for indigent Medicaid patients. Many doctors now dropping out, refusing to be part of it. Obamacare imposes a huge non-medical tax compliance burden on small businesses. It will require them to mail IRS a 1099 tax forms to every vendor and whom they make purchases of more than $600 a year. Obamacare allows IRS to confiscate part or all of your tax refund if you do not purchase a qualified insurance plan. This bill funds 1,600 new IRS agents with guns, I should add, to make sure Americans stay in line. Okay, let's now get to this report. Obama health care reform imposes 3.8% tax on all income from home sales and home rental income. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. You know what? I'm just out of time. I want to take calls. I haven't even gotten to this out of the nation. I'm going to cover this more tomorrow. U.S. businessmen in sworn federal testimony. They're getting similar testimony from the other people. Blackwater paid me to buy steroids and weapons on black market for its shooters. It describes them driving around shooting people for fun, which you already have videos of other contractors doing. It's all over YouTube. Huge parties, quote, running around naked, reportedly, sex parties, piles of cocaine, watching people snort an ounce of cocaine individually, just total insanity. And clearly it shows black market arms sales as well. That's The Nation magazine. Oh, and now Eric Prince hides out in the Middle East. He doesn't even live here anymore. And then it's admitted in the news they've got foreign mercenary groups spying on Americans, other mercenary groups. DynCorp, caught running all these UN child kidnapping rings, runs most of the CPS kidnapping operations now in the U.S. That's mainstream news. I mean, you just can't make up the magnitude of corruption here. Since 1947, the government's been able to operate in total secrecy, giving trillions of dollars a year into its black budget. What do you think was going to happen It's just lawless craziness. And if you say, hey, I want some transparency in the Pentagon, you know, trillions of dollars a year to the Pentagon, it's out of control. They say, shut up, commie, you know, Al-Qaeda lover. So I guess it's okay what Blackwater's reportedly doing. I guess I'm a patriot. I guess it's good to shoot into houses of innocent people for no reason, reportedly. Let's talk to James in Georgia. James, you're on the air.
Yes, I'm an old. I was in the military a long time ago, and I was an NSA and all that, and Americans does not realize how gridiron the military is. The military is like what you said. This stuff has been planned since almost 1776. The military is going to take over. You know, they're using the military.
Well, let's be clear. The global corporations are using the military to be the enforcement arm of their takeover.
Right. The corporations are, but I'm talking about the implementation. The Americans, we're just citizens, and we're not used to all this stuff. And
no, that's right. The military, the Army Times reports, and the New York Times, it's in my film Police State 4, The Rise of FEMA, is training for gun confiscation. It's now admitted, but the average conservative will go, I'm turning my guns in. I support the military.
Oh, and they don't realize how much. It's like watching The Bourne Identity. They don't realize how much covert stuff it's like. It was like watching your movie there.
Well, sir, you know the Bourne Identity, Bourne Ultimatum is based off admitted declassified Army brainwashing programs. That's all declassified. That came out in '77, that they were putting troops on drugs, brainwashing them, erasing their memories. I appreciate your call. Great points, James. Dave in New York, you're on the air. Got to move quick now.
How you doing, Dave? I'm a U.S. Marine veteran. I served in the proxy wars over there in Iraq. And, you know, I just wanted to, I'm a stringent Second Amendment, you know, supporter. I just want to know when you think they're going to finally collapse us and come down on us.
Well, they want to incrementally collapse us like a frog in a boiling pot of water, but the American people are waking up, so the globalists may back off a little bit in the collapse so that we go back to sleep. You know, it's kind of like this. If they raise gas up to $4 a gallon, then when it drops down to $3, we don't mind it, even though a year before that it was $2. See, it's $2 a gallon in 2005 or so. Then in 2008, it goes up to $4 a gallon. And then when it drops down to $3, we're not complaining about $3, even though it's $1 more than $2.
Exactly. They just want to keep us numbed in the brain.
It's psychological warfare. Go ahead, Dave. Sorry.
Yes. I just also wanted to say, on another point, it's kind of weird, but I'm a Second Amendment supporter, and I'm Puerto Rican. You know, I actually look like I'm black, a colored person, but that's really weird when people see me wearing Patriots shirts, and I'm a real patriot type of person.
Well, that's the media. They tell you if you have any skin pigment and you're tall, dark, and handsome, you're not allowed to love freedom and the Second Amendment and property rights. And they demonize it like it's racist and bad to own property when everything in the Bill of Rights empowers humanity, not being spied on, being able to defend yourself, having due process. That belongs to you because you have red blood, and God bless you. Anything else, Dave?
Yes, you covered that perfectly. I was just going to say that. And Alex, I appreciate what you're doing. You're an outstanding man. You woke me up about a year ago. Like I said, I am a veteran, and I'm just trying to wake up my fellow brothers that are in the Marines. And you're a great man. Thank you for it.
God bless you, Dave. The word is, thank you. But, I mean, it's sick that I read it in the news, the media saying, hey, don't be into that patriot stuff if you're Hispanic or black or whatever. You know, that's evil racist people that want you to have your own right to grow a garden or own a gun or own your own property or have privacy. That's racism. Being a slave, that's patriotism. You've got red blood. I've got red blood. We're all human beings who love liberty and have the same dreams. And we can't let anybody take those dreams away. 99% of the time in history, since recorded history, people don't have freedom. They live in tyranny. We know liberty creates wealth and independence. And that's why the White House Science Czar and the Council on Foreign Relations and the UN openly say they want global government to literally shut down our economy so they can control your life. It is so elementary. It is so simple that a lot of people miss it. But it's that simple. And it's very exciting to see more and more people, mainstream news folks like Limbaugh and Beck and others, admit the globalists want to destroy the economy by design. We're out of time. God bless you all. See you back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central.